Ivett and welcome back. So today we are going to be doing this look right here. I am doing a Valentine's Day tutorial and I thought it would be a good idea to do more of a neutral eye, just because if you're anything like me, I never know what to wear and I just like to keep it neutral because it just goes with everything. So this is what I came up with, and I did use the Too Faced Boudoir Eyes palette for most of this look. And I just really like it, and I hope you guys do too. So if you want to see how I did this, just keep watching. Okay, so we all want perfect pouts for Valentine's Day, right? So I'm using the Kaplan MD Perfect Pout Lip Mask and Lip Balm Duo, and you just slap a little bit of this lip mask on just like this. You use a little spatula thing that it comes with. Wait 5 minutes and then your lips will plump up and they'll tingle a little bit, but they'll be nice and full. So you just wipe off the excess, put a little bit of the lip balm on, and pretty much you're good to go. You have the perfect pout. So moving on to my primer, Rachel K CC Cream in Fair. You guys know this is my holy grail primer. It is just awesome, especially if you have oily skin. Okay, moving on to foundation, Laura Mercier Silk Cream in a soft ivory. I use a pea-sized mount, and then I'm going to use my Sephora 46 brush and buff everything out. You do not want to use too much foundation, otherwise you will be in trouble, and then you're going to have cake face and you're not going to be happy. And you want to have a beautiful looking glowy skin to match your amazing pout you're going to have, right? So just buff, buff, buff. That's my biggest tip. Then for my under eye concealer, I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. My color is in Vanilla. And I'm using my F86 by Sigma, the Tapered Kabuki, to really blend out my under eye area. And this is just the best brush. I highly recommend it. So now we're going to set our under eye concealer with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. This stuff is awesome, you guys. Oh, I love it. Then my powder, as usual, I always use the Laura Mercier Loose Mineral Powder, and I'm using a F30, which is the large powder brush by Sigma, and I just press it into my skin, and then once I do that, I will go and buff everything so you have a nice, flawless look. Moving on to eyebrows, we're going to brush them out. And I'm just going to show you how I do one, kind of just to speed through the process. But I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium blonde, medium brown. Jeez, it only took me long enough. But then we're just going to comb out the brows and make sure we have no harsh lines. And I'm using the Gimme Brow by Benefit to hold my brows in place. And I've just really been loving this stuff. It gives a nice tint on top of the brow wiz, and it just does a good job. So then we're going to cancel out any redness, and for my base, I'm using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's just one of my favorites and a go-to. So, okay, I promise this is going to be like the last time for a while. I'm using this Colourpop to a T shade, but as you can see, I love it that much. Okay, so we are going to be taking this shade called Fuzzy Handcuffs, and I am using my Sigma large shader brush, which is the E60, and this is just a really pretty nude shade with a little bit of shimmer, not much, but it just gives that perfect glow to your lids. Then we're going to go in with the color Voules-Vouz, and I probably completely butchered that, but whatever. So I am using a MAC 224, and I'm just going to slowly build this because this is a pretty pigmented color, and all I want to do is just, you know, have a good blended crease, but not like a harsh crease, if you kind of know what I'm trying to say here. So once we do that, we're going to use a Sigma E25 and blend out any harsh lines that we might have. And then I'm also going to take that same shade and a pencil brush. This is an E30, and we're going to apply this to our lower lash line, and we're just going to smoke things out a bit. So then taking the color in the buff, and any small flat shader brush will do. This is the MAC one, but the number has worn off, so I think it's the 214. I could be completely wrong. But I'm just applying a little bit to highlight my brow bone as well as my inner corners. I'm going to go back and buff everything out, make sure everything is blended. And as you can see, this is a pretty simple eye look, but I just love a winged liner. You guys know me. I cannot live without my wing liner. You don't have to wing it out, but I love it. So I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, and it's just my favorite. Lashes, you guys know my go-tos are the 120 Demis by Adrell. They are just perfect for no matter what the occasion. You can definitely go a little bit more fuller, but these are just my favorites. So that's what I'm using. Then to give me more of that doe eye look, I am using the Rimmel Scandalized Nude pencil for my waterline. And I just love it. I love it, especially for just a simple look like that. My favorite. Okay, so you guys know me. I got to cover up any of that lash glue that's showing. My new favorite mascara, the Maybelline Lash Sensational, is amazing. So I'm coating my bottom lashes as well as my top lashes. But you guys, I highly recommend this mascara. I do have a review coming really soon. Okay, so now I am using the Shade and Light palette. We're going to contour a little bit. That shade is called Sombre. And I am using this brush that I got in the Smashbox on the Rocks kit. This is just like a blush brush, but I'm using it for my contour because it does a good job at blending out, and this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette is seriously amazing, you guys. It blends like a dream, and I've never been into contouring, but the colors, these colors just look so much more natural than a lot of the ones I've seen, and I think that's why I've just never been so into it, but I'm really liking it. So of course, you know, cheekbones, temples, the bottom of my lip, and then I am using a little bit to contour my nose. Okay, then I'm using the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Golden Light, and I'm using an F20, a large powder brush, and I'm just going to go over that contour and warm things up just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit of highlighting. And I'm using the top left shade, which is called Lucid, and I'm using a MAC 129. And I'm just going to kind of blend out my contour a little bit and just make the middle of my face pop out a little bit more. Then I'm using Glisten by Tarte. I love this blush. It's so pretty. And I'm using an F40 to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. And then moving on to my highlight for my glow. Of course, it's Becca's Opal. It's just so amazing. I can't stop. So this has been a new obsession. Cleaning my lips off before applying my lip liner and lipstick has been making a world of difference. So using the Plumberry liner by Laura Mercier. This is in the top 3 liners for me. Highly recommend this one. And we're just going to give ourselves a nice natural lip line. And then I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier lipstick in Royal Orchid. I love this, especially topped with a really pretty pink gloss like this Sephora Baby Doll Pink. It's just absolutely stunning. I love this combo, and it just gives you like that full perfect looking pout, which is exactly what you want on Valentine's Day anyway. So we're just going to top everything off with some MAC Fix Plus and just take a bath in it like I do. I go a little bit over the top, but I can't help it. I just want that healthy glow. So I'm just going to fix my hair now, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I bet you guys are all going to look beautiful. So I will see you guys really soon. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and have fun. Bye.